Well, hello, I'm Dr. Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, and the Book Business Boss Consulting, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and be a book business boss, as well as for the Kingdom Ministries. And thank you for joining me this Sunday morning, building people so that we can build the kingdom. So I don't know about you. Over the years, I've had all type of supervisors, bosses, second level bosses, and I think as much as I have worked, because as some of you know, I started answering my dad's phone when I was 9 years old. So my sisters and I, we were trained to answer the business line. Our parents had a janitor service for over 40 years, and so therefore business has kind of been what I've been doing. But having jobs outside of working for my parents was always something we always wanted to do, because everybody always wanted to, make independent money. So we've always done that. But having supervisors of all kinds, I've had people, of course, I was a hard worker. So they usually liked having me on the team, or I liked having me there. But I've had some, I want to say, I've had some not so nice people. And I think probably the worst bosses I've ever had, or the worst people that I've worked with, sometimes were in the job that was the least respected. Because I've worked for lawyers, doctors, judges. I've worked in big corporate. I've worked in major university, and every day wasn't fun. But I mean, the real look over your shoulder, watch your back came in education. And I was like, wow, that is the lowest respected uh, job on the total pole. Why are they so, like, who's coming for me next? And, but, I've always met some phenomenal people there too, as well, in education, who helped all of us get through. Because some people weren't the nicest. But I had several principals, but I had one that was I was trying to get permission to go to school. Like, no, well, it was a different kind of arrangement. But no, I think we need to do this together. So I don't think you need to go to that next level without me. I'm like, what does what you doing have anything to do with me? I'm ready to go now. You talking about you. So what she was basically stating, she refused to give me permission to pursue my doctorate, because it was a your supervisor write off. So it was a no. I still got it, but it was a no. So because she said we need to do this together. We're not even in the same program. We're not even writing on the same topic. What doing this research the same way? Like, I don't even know what you're doing. But basically, it was it's a control mechanism that we got to do this together, because you can't rise higher than I rise. The ultimate was at another school I was. The person says, you can do nothing in this district without me. So you're going to need to go through me to do anything in this school district. And that person was, oh gosh, a holy terror. That's all I can say. And that was one day, every time we met as a team or a faculty meeting, I was always holding my breath of what was going to come next. But that day, that time, it wasn't so much how I felt like, oh, this is awful. I still felt like this is awful. But this time, I wasn't praying for, oh Lord, give me strength. Oh Lord, what are they going to say? What are they going to make us do? Whatever, whatever. This time, I'm like, I never did say anything out loud. I was like Sarah. I said down in myself, and the Lord heard it. This time, I know the Lord heard it. I said, oh, wait a minute. You can do nothing in this district without me. So that means you my door, you're my access. I not only like that other principal have to give you permission, but you can do nothing. When he said that, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I said, okay, God, you know, you done gone past God. You done gone too far. You done gone too far now. You done gone too far. I said, all right, wait a minute. I told my husband, I told my mom, I was like, okay, he done gone too far. Because then you trying to say you are a little G God here. And I mean, God can move anything. He can do anything. What? Without you? No. He was gone the next year. He was gone. And so, you know, I've always been real careful about that. You need me? You don't? No. Mm-mm. And even when people come to do business, can I do that? You can. You sure can. You can. Because I am not all knowing, all seeing, all powerful. I am not the best. I am not and that's just an honest fact. I'm good at what I do. I'm experienced at what I do. I can help you. But saying, oh, yeah, without me. Now, Jesus said, I'm the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing. Jesus was all God and all man, and did the impossible, did the incredible. But it's the abiding part that is the key. It is the status of who he was, God and a human being. So without him, yeah, we can do nothing. You're right. For with men, now in Matthew says, with men, this is impossible. But with God, all things are possible. I'm walking in that strong today. With God, all things are possible. He has the plan. He has the purpose. He knows what is best for our lives, even though we don't like it, just like your parents. We don't like it. We don't understand it all the time. But with God, all things are possible. So I live in reality. I really live in reality that this is what we see. This is what we hear. This is what was said. But God, we know you supersede all of that. And you can rearrange everything, rearrange the whole situation. Because without me, you can do nothing. Now you've heard, oh, you'll never be nothing without me. You'll never rise without me. You need me. You need me. You need me. That's a narcissistic, controlling person. That is somebody who is trying to feels low about themselves. It's complicated. I don't even have the educational comprehension for that, because I tell people I have control issues, but striving to control people, no. Control of my own intellectual property, control of my own catalog, striving to make sure that what is presented with my business and my brand is correct. Yeah, those are the things I should be controlled. I should not let it just roll wild, go rogue, willy-nilly. Just put anything out. You weren't thinking. You weren't conscious. You were not being, as God told Adam and Eve, a good steward of what he put in the hand. That's something totally different. But when you are striving to say, without me, you can't do anything. Without me, you will not achieve. Oh, you done gone too far. You done put yourself in the place of God. Because God can move, rearrange, root up, pull down. He said, I set one up and I pull down another. I bring somebody else in. When they don't do my purpose and full up, they got to go. And believe you me, by the time we came, just a few weeks later, we came in to do a project, me and another staff member. Okay, so what's the staff? And they said, you all decide. I said, what you mean we decide? You no longer have a leader. That leader was gone, pulled down. And the next year was complete unorthodox. But you went to, I believe it was that day when he said, without me, you can do nothing. That was everybody in this room. No matter their faith level, no matter their belief system, you were telling them they could do nothing without you. And I have since seen people change jobs, rise to be principals on the district level, get their doctorates, everything. But you were the door seeking to block. You done gone too far. And that's what I, like Sarah said within myself, oh God, he done gone too far. He done gone too far. But with God, I can do all things through Christ, through him, his will, his way, his purpose, his plan. Not a machine, not the plan and purpose somebody else is trying to do, and I'm trying to copycat, but I can do all things that he's called me and purpose through Christ, who strengthens me. He gives me the strength. He gives me the courage. He gives me the wisdom. He gives me the know-how. He gives me the plan. He gives me the insider information so that I can do it and achieve it. And then I need to, with everything, sit back and relax and see what he getting ready to do next. I was like, oh, I know you see it. And on my way home, I said, oh, I know you heard that, God. Because that was the last thing of the day. Faculty meetings is usually at the end of the day, unless it's some kind of emergency. We got to do something in the morning. But otherwise, faculty meetings at the end of the day. I said, I know you heard that. You are not sleep. Honey, I told God about himself all the way home that day. I said, you don't sleep, you don't slumber. You saw it all, you heard it all. Now, I'm going to sit here and watch how you going to fix it. I had no idea. I didn't tell him how to fix it. I said, I just know one thing. He didn't go past you. Because I know I can do all things through you. And you're not getting to control who, what? No. Not that day. I said, we have your word. We have our past experience. We have all of that. And I know that is, those types of things are to stress. Oh, give me time. I didn't raise my hand, but in my mind, in my spirit, I was like, oh, wait a minute. He said and done a lot of things, but he done gone too far. He done gone into the God zone. Huh? What? So no matter whether it's a person, no matter whether it's a sickness, no matter whether it's a situation, always say, I got God with me. God's with me. And I've got to abide and stay in the true vine. I got I'm a branch from the true vine. I'm staying and abiding in him, and he is in me, so that I can bring much more fruit. The fruit of my life, the fruit of my body, the fruit of my spirit, the fruit of my mind, my creativity, all the things that he wants me to do. If I abide in him, there's nothing I can't do. Now, if I walk off, because we still free moral agents, if I walk off and go my own way, you can still physically do some things, but it won't be, as they say, he won't have kissed it. He will not acknowledge it. And it's so interesting how life goes, because you can obey him and not get public opinion. You can obey him and do what he says. And I'm like, but I did what you, I don't, maybe it's just me. I'll just talk about me. I've done what he said to do. And I was like, God, it didn't get the reaction. It didn't get the what? He said, as long as you have the approval and you obeyed the main one, you obeyed me, you're good. I applauded it. I looked down on it. You did exactly what I said. That's it. That's all it was. That's all you should be concerned about. It's real difficult, especially if you're on a platform or whatever. You like, what happened? What did I do? I thought I did what you said. Yeah. It's not always, it's about the obedience. It's better than great sacrifice, So sometimes we have to obey the one so that we can remain abiding and having the source. God is the joy and the strength of my life. He's the source of all things. He's the source of all life. So as long as that you abide in that vine and that branch, and so with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Ooh, and remember, when it looks crazy, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Especially them hard things he asks you. You know, he asked me he told me the other day, and it's resonated with me. I almost need a shirt. You either love me and trust me or you don't. Girl, ma'am, sir. All I could do was yes, sir. Sometimes he says them things and I'll be like, oh, yes, sir. So that means shut up, Julia. Let your mind be at rest. Sit down and watch me work. See how I'm gonna do it. See how I'm gonna bring you out. Because with me, all things are possible. I hope that blesses you. It was real simple, but it was powerful for me when he gave it to me. He said, without me versus with me. Without me versus with me. I don't even want to think about without me. Like Deacon Walker in my home church say, I don't know what I do without the Lord. When I look around and see what the Lord has done for me, I don't know what I do without the Lord. Without me versus with me. I hope that blesses you today. If you stay in the vine, stay with God, and say, well, I'm not going nowhere, so it's me and you, God. You can live your best life. Coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right there on envision-radio.com, where Praise Meets Talk. The replays are at Live Your Best Life with Royston.com. Live Your Best Life with Royston.com. And then on Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Book Business Boss Show on envision-radio.com, where Praise Meets Talk. I just got a message. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at it. It's hot off the press. If I could turn my camera around, you would see it. And I'll post it a little bit later. But it says, my podcast, the Book Business Boss podcast, has 2,500 podcast downloads. Now, that's not a lot for a lot of people, but it has been growing from grassroots. And so I want to say thank you and congratulations to everybody who's been listening. Everybody, my production man, Mr. Brian Royston, for all he does for the Book Business Boss Show and Live Your Best Life. I say to God be the glory, and I can do all things, including making sure we recorded 2 shows a week. Ooh, yeah. Come on through. You can do it too, but you got to be organized. You got to be strategy. Have your strategy together. Yeah, it's a lot, but super excited about that. It has been slow, grassroots, one step at a time, 1 week at a time, and it will continue to go. So yeah, I just got that email and it popped up on my screen and I was like, oh my gosh. And so I'm super excited about that. And for those of you who's been listening, and I've gotten some feedback, they're like, girl, you walking step by step. Yes, ma'am. I'm walking step by step. This is my portfolio. And it also, it enables me to be able to, I repurpose it too as well to help authors, because I've already recorded it. I've already given instructions about what about, that's a part of that too. So that's just me. That's the way God has given it to me. And I'm super excited. So go subscribe, bookbusinessbosspodcast.com. The lives are at Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. on envision-radio.com. And of course, you can subscribe to the replays, and super excited about that. I'm up to the first 10 episodes. I think 10 episodes of season 5. So all of season 1, 2, 3, and 4 are there. So go for it. Have at it. Get what you need. Get the information you need. Also, you can also get books at Next Chapter Bookstore and Gift Shop in Ben's Boys at 2711 Grandview Avenue. Please eat some chicken or fried fish for me It's always wonderful when I go at Greensboro, North Carolina. Also, visit their store on thebookshop.org/shop, and then Next Chapter Bookstore gift shop. Also, um, Terrence the Terrific, he's on tour with When I See Me, When I See Me.com, but also the When I See Me Children's Book Fair is going to be held in July 25th, Dayton, Ohio. I just saw Miss Valerie Coleman. I think she said she had about 3 spots still left. I don't know if they're all gone, but if you're a children's book author who can get to Dayton, Ohio, please do so. And it's a wonderful opportunity for you, and there will be people in the place. She always has great traffic. And then also theamazingcorner.com online bookstore and mobile book fair. Go to theamazingcorner.com, and she also does in-person book fairs. Yeah, sometimes my children's books get places I don't go, which is a beautiful thing. So for a free consultation, go to talkwithroyston.com, talkwithroyston.com. Of course, the relaunch of bkroystonpublishing.com, Royal Media and Publishing, Royston Children Bookstore for all the children's books, Royston Royal Bookstore for the adult books, the Royston Training Academy.com, and then coming soon, real soon, like this week, is the launch of, follow me on social media and you'll see the latest website launch. Yeah. Since the girl has been on her grind. I celebrate my birthday, May 29th, and so that's on Friday. And I really, really, really wanting you all to support the BK Royston Foundation. I'll send the link. Let me do my last couple tweaks on the website, and it should be up and ready to go for you to make a donation. And I really, really appreciate all your support and help. I've been giving away thousands of books for children here in the U.S., overseas, partnering with nonprofits, and I'm really asking for your support. So this year, I'm really wanting the support of the BK Royston Foundation so that I can continue to offer. I even offer publishing scholarships. And then I also, I'm going to be, the next programming, of course, is partnering with other nonprofits to offer free workshops. And I've done that, and I just haven't formally added that to the programming of BK Royston Foundation, but we're relaunching a new leaf. So BK Royston Foundation is actually 6 years old. So when you go to the site, you'll see all the places and all the places that we've partnered with to give books away. So we've been doing a lot just behind the scenes. So now I'm getting ready to shout it from the rooftop. And so where are Julia and Brian going to be? May 30th, Jaws Festival in Mobile, Alabama. That's where I'll be celebrating my weekend. I'll have books. I'll be teaching. So I'm looking forward to the Jaws Festival. It's jazz, arts, writing, all the good things. Festival in Mobile, Alabama. I'll be there May 30th. Then June 5th and 6th, I'll be at the Portland Festival. This is my first time being there. I don't know why I have booth 73 and 73 again, but it's booth 73 located in Zone 34 North. Excuse me, that's in Louisville, 34th Street and Northwestern Parkway. So that's where we'll be. Look for booth 73. And, I always take pictures, take video, and give you an idea of exactly where we're going to be. So it's my first time being there. It's 2 days. Even though it's outside, it's 2 days. So that's a good thing. And then coming up on June 1st is a virtual book release of the Our Father's Love, Life, and Legacy. Yeah. This has really been a long, lifelong thing for the publishing life anyway, of being able to do this. And so I had the Mother's Anthology, but now it's time for the Fathers. So now I've got Mother's Anthology, and then now Our Father's Love, Life, and Legacy. You can purchase it at RoystonRoyalBookstore.com. There's a beautiful, thankful to my team for a beautiful book trailer. And so June 1st, you'll meet hopefully all of the authors at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook, Julia A. Royston page, and YouTube, the BK Royston publishing page. Last, well, next to last, June 18th, write that book now. Oh, yeah, June is jumping. Baby, June is jumping. June 18th, write that book now. You're ready, or you've started and you need to finish. You have questions. You need a writing opportunity. We have 2 hours together virtually. Bring your, I'll bring my hot tea or my energy drink, and bring your notes. We'll jump on Zoom. Register at RoystonTrainingAcademy.com. So we'll be ready to start June 18th, right at 7 p.m. You do get handout and you do get the replay. So meet me on June 18th. Write that book now. Tell a friend, telegraph, tell a neighbor. They've always said, one day, well, I'm fixing to, write that book now. Let's go. And then, of course, we're getting ready to head into a new month, June. This is the last week of May. So business owners, I don't care what you sell, t-shirts, body butter, jewelry, whatever. It's time to review, repair, execute, and repeat. The free download of the free checklist, purchase the book at JuliaAKRoyston.com or RoystonRoyalBookstore.com. It's all there. So let's go. Let's get started. Let's see who's joining me this morning. Hey, Van, how you doing? Yeah, speaking of that, be on the lookout. We're going to go live and we're going to talk about working. Thank you so much for sharing. And we're going to be live coming up soon. So, how you doing? I just asked Dr. Bowles about you the other day. We were celebrating her birthday, and I asked about you. It's so good to see you. Trust that everything is going well. God blessings upon you always, and live your best life. So good, so good. So I trust that you have a great day. Head on over to envision-radio.com. We'll be going airing in about 3 minutes. So you be blessed. Until next time, I'm Dr. Julia Royston, praying today, tomorrow, and always that you live your best life. Be blessed. Bye-bye.